Good morning. It's June the 10th, 2021, and 2 days ago I got up and just kept hearing the Lord saying, it's time. It's time. And I thought He was trying to give me a message. And I said, well, Lord, if you, let me get a pen and paper, write down what you have to tell me. And so I sat there and I asked for Him to continue to show me what He wanted me to say. All I kept hearing was, it's time. And I sat there for a while, and I figured there may be a few more words or a sentence or anything. And then I felt impressed that He reminded me of a dream He gave me almost a year ago in August. It was 8/28 of last year, August the 28th, almost into September. And that it was time. He wanted me to share this. And so I'm going to read to you what I wrote down that morning. And I've gotten a little more revelation on it too. And the reason I never shared it was because I wasn't really quite understanding all of it. But as the times are going by right now, I think the time is upon us. And we're going to see at the end of this what I'm talking about. I dreamt I was traveling or driving on an unpaved road, like an old gravel road. And it was a single lane road, like you might see at a farm or some place that just never sees pavement. And there was no room for two cars to pass. If anyone was coming from the other direction, you couldn't do it because there's nowhere to pull over. There's like a ditch on one side, another ditch and swamp over on the other side. And the area was deserted. There was nobody around, so the problem never came up that I could see. So I could see all around, and there was swamp, and there's trees everywhere, with cars stuck deep in the swamp that could never be recovered. And indeed, I had to be careful that I didn't veer off the road myself and get caught into the swamp. I pondered why all these other cars were half buried in the swamp. Couldn't the drivers see that they would get stuck in it if they weren't careful? Were they not trying to escape, or were they trying to escape and only got mired down deeper and more? And where were all the people? There was no one around. So I drove around in circles, really. I didn't see the way out at first. And as I was driving around and elsewhere, everywhere was the same. And I just wanted to get out of this place, this graveyard of trapped cars. Suddenly I realized that I could see in my rearview mirror was a large blue, gray old car quickly coming up on me. And soon he was tailgating me so bad that I became concerned that he might ram my car and I would be caught in the swamp. And there was nowhere for me to pull over. So I decided to just take a chance and stop in the road and confront this person and see what their problem was. The big guy got out of the car, and we met at the front of his car, and he explained to me that he had to get my attention because he was unable to find his way out of there and thought maybe I could help. And I assured him that if he followed me, that I felt confident that I could lead us to safety. Because I had a map, the Bible. I had a GPS system, the Holy Spirit. And I found a street sign. I looked up and there was a street. Didn't realize there was a sign for it. The signs of the times in the heavens. And we could get our bearing with that. And we got out. We got safely out. And that was the end of the dream, but it was a very strange dream. I believe God is showing me that as believers, we're coming upon a time where people, all the things that are going to happen in this earth, are going to be looking for us, God's remnant, His people, to lead the others that are lost to the way out, which is Jesus. And And that might sound strange that they're seeking us out. We don't have to go knocking on doors or begging people to hear about Jesus. They're going to see Jesus in us, and they're going to come running to us. And they're going to want to know. We're going to have to know our ABCs of leading the lost to the Lord. And just saying that we got to hold on, and make sure that we can fulfill the commission, because the great harvest is going to start here real soon, I believe. And I think through this summer we're going to see some strange things happen in our government and the churches. Just the Great Awakening, or whatever you want to call it. The great harvest is beginning. I see it happening in Florida and Texas, and it's going to start popping up all around the world as well as here in the United States. But more than that, we're going to see a move of God in our government too. And there's going to be food times where there's not much food. It's just going to be like Jesus said. There's going to be wars and rumors of wars. He said that there shall be famines, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And people are going to look for us who know Jesus, who know our Bible, to give an explanation that we should be ready for when they come to us and say, help me get to safety. And we know who that help is. Our only safety is Jesus. He's the one road out. He's the only road. There is no other road. He's the way. Thank you.